EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. I don't need to. 15. Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Darius Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yellow. Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 9.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 36, Mahomes, flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Let's go. Let's go. 35-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's Geis on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this one complete to Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Here's Haskins to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Darren Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. Well, this one's knuckling it. It just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flushed out right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Will look to throw, and that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down, escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on down. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
He's checking.
Geis with a carry on second down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. And he hooks up with a former Niner, Vernon Davis. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Geis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
And the Redskins first down.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl predictions. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 70 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit... Now, guy stripped. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Haskins throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On first down, this is Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now it's Haskins, and that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave three out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reuben Foster picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 4 yards, the pickup. First down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go. Right.
First down, Redskins.
3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
So we got man. Hey, switch gears.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Here we go.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 24, check 24.
11.
Watching you grind. Hey, check.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
4 down, check, 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Mike 54. Here we go. Undercut.
3rd down, here's Geis. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6-0 our score after 1. On 3rd and 2, Haskins, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Geis trying to get to the outside, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Now with third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now it's Haskins. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I'm going to come back to you.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle. Complete. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Haskins back to the air. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
1, Omaha.
They run for it with Breida. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Williams. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Haskins on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Let's go.
And a Redskin first down.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From midfield now, Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here's Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 2nd and 1, Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. That? 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Geis, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Crosby connects on the extra point. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a run with Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talked about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced. And it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that. And what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle, people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame. And we did get to see, if you're watching television, coaches Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson receive their invitation to Canton from the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we saw those announcements live. It was so much fun, wasn't it? And the emotion that came through. And let's not forget Executive George Young, who built the New York Giants back in the day with Bill Parcells and crew to win Super Bowls. And former Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, he presided over the big growth of the league. And contributor Steve Sable of NFL Films, who should have been in a long time ago. Without NFL Films, I don't think we have the number of fans watching the game today.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Jim.
They'll hand it down to Geis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the handoff, it's Geis. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Haskins. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dean Lowry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
They're defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers throwing here. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from FedEx Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for Darius Geis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Check it out, Reese.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 57 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, this is Geis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
6-man. Check curl. Check.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Line 36.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Touchdown, Washington! Vernon Davis, 51 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eluding the... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches. Two touchdowns here so far, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now a toss. This is Geis, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Throwing on second and long. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
65.
Now Haskins, third and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Jackson now on second and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Haskins, and this one complete to Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Geis. Earl Thomas in on the stop. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second and 6. Haskins complete here to Jordan Reed. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
57 to make.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they don't. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. This is Geis on a handoff left. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down now, it's Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Flushed it. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
48 for Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Haskins gets this to Reed, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Throwing now is Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Right back to him on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Haskins to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.